going on, y'all? My name is Adrian, and today's the 12th video of Inspirations Really Cool. In this video series, I highlight one of my favorite artists here on YouTube. We'll watch a video of them making a painting that truly inspired me, and then I'll try to make a version of my own. I'll mostly be staying true to the style and techniques that they use, but I'll be putting my own spin on it. And at the end, I'll do a side-by-side to show you how close or how far away I got from the original. Because, as you know, art is subjective, and we all have a unique point of view. So, the channel we'll be watching today will be Kat's Fluid Art Creations. On her YouTube page, she writes, "Are you a beginner of acrylic pouring, fluid art? This is the channel for you." So, as usual, go check out her page, watch a video or two, leave a like or two, and subscribe. So the reason why I chose Kat today is because she and I share a love of two techniques that are really close to my heart. One being the puddle technique, which you might know already, but just for those who don't know, it's whenever you put puddles on a canvas in whatever order, whatever colors you want, and then you typically wreck it, swipe it, you tilt it, and then you create a beautiful piece. So I really love this style because this was one of the first techniques I used in fluid art that actually worked out for me. I tried a few times before in the beginning with Corey, and he tried his best to teach me how to do it, but I was not that quick of a learner. I had a lot of duds at the beginning, but when I tried this puddle technique, it was the first one that I think was really beautiful. It was the first one that I really enjoyed and I was really proud of. Actually ended up making one for my mom, which is right there, and then I made one for my dad. So as you can see, I love this style, and once I had it down, I couldn't stop doing it. I was crazy about it. Eventually, I veered off to other techniques, but the puddle is close to my heart. And secondly, I noticed that Kat likes to use swirls or spirals. And I know this might not necessarily be like a technique per se, but it's more of a style or like a creative eye that it also kind of spoke to me, because some years ago, I was going through a very, very dark time, maybe a couple of years ago. And I was, perfecting my technique, which was the puddle technique. I was doing that a bunch of times. And what I would do when stretching it, I always just wanted it to be a swirl shape at the end. So I'd, swipe, do my puddles, yada, yada. And then I'd tilt it, and I go around, and I go around, and I go around. And then I had all these paintings that just ended up having this cool swirl effect at the end. And I noticed on Kat's page, as you can see here, she has a few thumbnails and a few paintings that shows that kind of same swirl shape. Not exactly the same technique, but it's that same eye, it really just drew me to it. And lastly, another thing I really like about Kat is, you might have noticed in her profile picture, she has a nice little puppy, a doggy, a cute doggy. This doggy's name is Bilbo. And so, to be in solidarity with her, I brought my little doggy today. So I figured it'd be cool to have my little dog with me today when I paint. There you go. But just to really show you the love that she has for her dog, she actually made a video of just a tribute to Bilbo. And I'll show you a little bit of it right here. Isn't that just adorable? And I know for all of you out there, especially Corey, if you're a dog lover, you will definitely relate with Kat. And I think it's awesome to see someone not only share their joy of art, but their joy of animals. And actually, me and Kat have been talking a little bit on Facebook. So friendly, very nice person. Go check her out. So, the video we'll be watching today is called Acrylic Pour, Puddle and Swipe, Recreating a Previous Disaster. I chose this one because it's using the puddle technique, obviously. And I really like the combination of colors that she used. It's a nice combination of metallics, neutrals, and bright, fun colors. I thought that's kind of a cool combination. So, I'm going to do a version on my own. She's painting on a 16 by 20 inch canvas. I'm going to be doing the exact same. I have my 16 by 20 inch canvas right here. And the colors she's using for her puddles are as follows: Amsterdam Burnt Sienna, Arteza Iridescent Blue, Black, Greens, and Purple, Arteza Metallic Bronze, DecoArt Extreme Sheen Amethyst, De La Rowney Metallic Green, PBO Iridescent Green Blue. All of these paints are mixed with a high gloss Liquitex medium and water. So for my puddles, I'm gonna be using a metallic white right there. I don't know why I did that. So cheesy. I'm gonna be using this iridescent pearlized gold, which is so gorgeous. It almost has like a green shift to it. I think that'd be pretty cool. And you know me, I had to go green. I mean, I just had to. So I'm using a pearlized golden green, which you've seen me use in my previous videos. And this one is really nice because it has a bit of a gold shift to it. And I'm gonna be using a metallic red wine. This gorgeous color right here. I think this is my first time actually painting with this, so that'll be exciting. I'm also gonna be using copper there, nice metallic. And then I'm gonna be using another new color for me, which is called Shady Orange. And this one, actually Corey found this for me because I was looking for one more color to add to this palette. I couldn't quite find it, but he found this and I thought that was the perfect fit. So clearly I'm going for like a fall-ish type theme. Also, all my paints are mixed with Floetrol and just a little bit of water. And so for her swipes, she's using a titanium white mixed with Australian Floetrol and a little bit of silicone. I'm gonna be using silver for my swipes. I thought that'd be kind of cool. And mine is just mixed with Australian Floetrol and nothing else. You already know, the video will be playing on one of these four corners over here. Wish me luck.
Good luck.
Thank you. And let's give it a go. All right, y'all. Got my paints, my canvas, my palette knife. Let's get started. All right, so it looks like Kat started off by drawing some circles on her canvas to kind of, I guess, place where she wants her puddles to go. I'm not going to do that, but I'm going to try to follow pretty closely to where she places hers. Okay, she's starting with her green. So we're starting up here. I'm going to start from copper up here. I want my puddles to be roughly around the same size as hers. Okay. Ooh, that golden green is already so pretty. Oh, I love that reflective nature it has to it. All right. This shady orange right here, I'm really curious to see how this one turns out. I don't think I've ever seen this one in any of our paintings, either me or Corey's paintings, so this will be brand new for me. So notice in her first row here, she kind of has like the greenish ones together. So I'm gonna have my like orange-ish ones here, or like my more reddish tones. I hope that made sense. If it doesn't make sense, whatever, it makes sense to me. All right, next she did her gold, so I'm gonna do my silver. Yep, and I got my fan right here, so it's just wafting all that like paint smell to me, and you know me, love the smell of paint, love it. What am I gonna do next? All right, I'm gonna pause her right there. I think, okay, I'm gonna veer away from, I think, the pattern that she did. However, I'm gonna make sure that I don't have the same colors here touching each other, or at least I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try to just keep it nice and separate. And I tend to do things in like the exact same order all the time because I love that. I love symmetry, I love order. Oh, I didn't use gold, okay. But I'm gonna try to make it a different order, but also not touching each other. So we'll see if I can do that. So she has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 rows of 4 roughly, with a couple of dots kind of sporadically put in there. What's it calling for? What's it calling for? I think it wants some copper. I hear you, canvas. I hear you calling for some copper. Here's your copper, canvas. That shady orange was screaming to go right there, so I listened to it. Maybe more copper. Yeah, more copper, and then I'm gonna do a silver after that. Actually, no, sorry, this isn't silver, this is metallic white. I've been calling this silver the whole time. I'm swiping with silver. This is metallic white. Ignore me. Just listen to the Adrian a few minutes ago, ignore this one. He doesn't know what he's talking about. So when I made my swiping color, my silver, I only used Australian Floetrol because I think both silicone and Australian Floetrol do similar things. However, I think the cells made by silicone are bigger cells. I think you'll definitely see that with Cat Swipe here. And I want my cells to kind of look more like lacing. I don't want them to really look huge. So we'll see. I might be able to get what I'm going for, I might not. But I did debate on using a little bit of silicone in mine too. So let's hope it works out. All right, what's it screaming for? What's it screaming for? I already really love this color palette. This is way out of my comfort zone. I mean, yeah, there's some green in there, but it's mostly other colors. This does very much so give me like fall vibes. I think at the end, since I'm kind of going light on my green and metallic white, I'm gonna kind of do what Kat did and just add a few more dots of just some random green and metallic white, because I do want that more intermixed within the painting. Speaking of white, I'm gonna go metallic white. Right. And it looks like I only have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rows. That's all right, it's okay. My dots are just a lot bigger, I guess. Right, then I want copper. Speaking of copper, there's a ride at Carowinds that Corey and I really love called Copperhead Strike. It's not like your typical big hilled roller coaster where it's like, you know, like it's the speed isn't what gets you, but it's so windy. I think there are like maybe six to 8 like inversions, so it's just like you're just looping the whole time you're turning. And it starts off with this cool thing called a ghillie roll, a jerry roll, a ghillie roll, I think. I'm probably saying that wrong. I'll put the real word here. That's what it's called. It starts with that, so you immediately get almost projected out of your seat before the ride even begins. It's so cool, and it's nice and themed. I love a ride with a good theme. This theme is kind of like moonshine, backwoods, country. All right, so what I'm gonna do actually, wherever I have my white, I'm gonna put a dot of green, and wherever I have the green, I'm gonna put a dot of white. Well, I don't know, do I wanna do that? Actually, no, I think I'm gonna put green on top of this gold here. Since this gold has a green shift, and this green has a gold shift, I think that might look kind of nice. And then I'm gonna add more white. I think I'm gonna go with the copper, because since I was just talking about copper, we'll go with that. All right, I'm okay with that. Not quite the same as Kat's, but I like it. All right, so first I'm gonna pop up my bubbles very quickly. Nice. That's already gorgeous just as is, honestly. All right, so next it looks like she's gonna swipe. So she's getting her palette ready with her titanium white. I'm gonna get a little bit of silver on mine. She does one nice long one from left to right. Fingers crossed. Let's get swiping. Oh, looks like she uses a different size palette for the middle. So I'll do that as well. All right, so I'm gonna pause her right there so I can catch up. Wow, that's very interesting. Look at those cells start to form right there. I wish I had a little bit more action over here. I think that might just, if I give it more time, I might form, and if not, I'll just stretch it off. But look at that. Whoa, that little gradient there. Swipe number 2. Let's do it. Oh, that's cool. That's cool right there. Ooh. All right, and next she does a smaller palette and she swipes in the middle. So I'm gonna go grab one, be right back. I'm gonna try my best not to ruin these other swipes with this one swipe. Oh, there we go. Already doing it. Already doing it. Dang it. I knew that was gonna happen. All right, we're going again. We'll try it again, y'all. We'll try it again. How can I do this without, because this has a little bend in it. You know what? I'm gonna swipe with the original palette because it has a nice lift there so that I can keep my fingers off of the canvas. All right, attempt number 2. That metallic red wine is gorgeous. All right. That was a pretty good one. It was a little choppy. It wasn't my best swipe, but I'll take it. I'll take it. Let me hit play and see what's next. Okay, so she goes up to the right, almost all the way off, and then she brings it back. Yeah, so I'm gonna get most of these corners kind of covered. I'm gonna flip it around like she did. and play with the composition a bit. Ooh, so far? Oh, oh yeah. Oh, this is nice. Oh, I dripped a little bit over there, got a little too excited. Don't want to lose all those cells. Ooh, I lost a little too much for my liking. There's a big blotch of red wine over here, so I'm okay if that comes off a bit. I'm gonna turn it around again. I really like this. I need to start doing this more. Turning it around and like making it easier for myself. All right, so it looks like Kat is finished up, so I'm gonna pause her. All right, we're almost there, guys. My goal is to keep most of the cool cells. The cells that sort of stayed silver and didn't quite drag any color, I want to get those off, but I want to keep all the cells that had that cool color on there. I don't want to lose that. So I'm going to bring it back to the middle here. I'm going to crank that back like Soulja Boy. To the back right. But I love that little, I'm losing some of that green. No. Okay. Bring it back. All right, now we're just getting this composition how I want it. I think I love this. Wow. All right, I'm gonna take you in close. I'm gonna do it side by side. All right. So let's look at this puppy right here. Oh, whoops, wrong puppy. All right, this puppy right here. So as you can see, these two paintings are definitely within the same family. It's the nice color blocking that we got with the puddles and these beautiful swipes on top. One thing I noticed the difference between Kat and mine, I didn't get that brave with my stretching. I kept a lot of this on here. You can see one swipe, second swipe, third swipe. With hers, she definitely manipulated it. She kind of changed up her composition. She took it in a direction that I was not expecting. I think it's kind of cool. I like how in that one corner there, she kind of has like a nice little webbing action. Then there's more color in the middle, and then there's a lot, like the other half is almost just web right there, which is really nice. Another thing I noticed, I think it's because I just used Australian Floetrol and not any silicone, my lacing looks very different. So if you look at mine right here, you see it looks more like, I guess we'll say like spider webs almost. If you look at Kat's, hers to me look more like something you see in water. It looks more fluid. It looks bigger and just more wispier-ish. I think that's a cool difference, you know. Obviously, maybe I'll try this again with some silicone and just see if I can get that same effect. But I'm okay with what I got. I think her swiping with white added a nice separation between the lacing and the painting. Because I use silver, the silver doesn't pop out that much in mine. However, it did do a good job at grabbing the other colors and moving it and manipulating it. So I guess it just depends on whatever your taste is. I like them both. I really love that purple action that she got in there. Great choice of colors. I'm happy that mine looks like fall on a canvas. So I'm happy with that. And in a few seconds, I'll show you the dry version. All right, folks. So here is the final painting, all nice and dry. So first thing I am drawn to are these gold moments here. I was not expecting this pearlized iridescent gold to be as iridescent. I've used this before and it just didn't quite pop the way it is now, so I'm very pleased with that. Of course, I love the green. You can kind of see a little bit of a gold shift in there. It always makes me happy. This red wine, I think, I wasn't expecting this either. It's such a nice, has a velvety, classy version of red. I've never quite seen anything like this, but I really like it. The lacing in here is phenomenal. I mean, you can see where the swipes brought all the colors through. Right there, you got green, gold, you got that orange, then some of the red comes there, and then even some of the silver sort of showed up. Once it dried, I can see more of the silver. So yeah, let's do one final little quick pan of this whole thing. And yeah, let me know what you think in the comments, per usual. We don't ask this enough. I kind of don't feel good saying it, but you know, comment, like, and subscribe. You know, you get it. We're on YouTube. You know what we need. But that's it. I'll see you on the next one. Bye.
Adrian, guess what?
Chicken butt. No, seriously. What?
Our website's live. Go to artreallycool.com.
Yeah, you're lying. Let me check. Oh, you weren't lying.